this.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome everyone to our channel, Casual Conversation with GNA. Today, our guest is Eddie from A Trucker's Mind podcast. Hi, thank you for joining us today.
Yes,
Hey.
thank you for joining. I've been trying to get them to come on for a
Yeah.
while because they have their own podcast. I did add the link to the description if you guys want to go over there and subscribe. He has a lot of very
interesting
yes
topics.
and topics that I would want to go into as well
Yeah.
because they're just like, everybody has opinions on stuff, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It's I like the way it's set up where you almost feel like you're a part of the conversation. Like you're kind of like
Yeah.
you're like observing it, but you feel like you want to share as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And that's one of the things one of the reasons why we do the live ones, because
Mhm.
we get a lot more interaction with people and,
Mm.
we get their opinions and they get to share. Sometimes we even put in the link and people just come on and they'll talk about stuff. And
That's
we
dope.
really enjoy that. Because
Yeah, but I think what's dope about doing it live is you can't dress it up.
you can't,
Like
no,
it's
all,
in one take.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's cool because for me, I've always like I'm a chatter. I like to go in the chats and interact with people, and I've
Yeah.
made a lot of cool friends that way. But I really enjoy people like taking me into consideration or answering my questions. So yeah, this is I really like the lives. But
100%.
I'm gonna say hi to a few people here, and then we can get started. So
For
Skunk
sure.
Water, thank you for joining.
Hi.
What's his
And
name?
Skunk Water.
Water?
Can you
Okay.
see can you see the chat?
I can't see the chat. I
Oh,
just
I
see
think
it just says you're in the show, but I don't see the chat.
there's, if you go on the bottom, I think there's a comment section and you can see, I mean, if you want to, you don't have to, I can pop them
Oh,
up.
I see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
we
I
can
see it.
pop them up.
But yeah, I
too.
can just pop them up right here.
Comments.
Skunk Water. And then we have,
James.
hey, James.
Hi.
Thank you for joining.
Big Cole. Hello.
Big Cole. Hello, Big Cole.
Okay, I see it now.
DJ
Now I see
Moore.
it.
Hi.
Hey DJ, how are you? I've been watching your videos on the food you cook, and I'm like, man, I need to start cooking myself some more. But
Oh yeah.
all right.
So someone said shout out to the TMNT.
Oh, there you go.
So they like your shirt.
Oh
They
yeah,
love
most definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
We grew up on that.
What's your favorite turtle? To that guy there.
Michelangelo. Oh, I was over here speaking
No,
on
yeah,
my own
James.
behalf.
James can share too. Which one's your favorite turtle? Yours is
Michelangelo.
Is that the red one?
The orange one. No, wait. No, that's Donatello. I think he is the red
I
one.
think mine's is Leonardo. Because I think he's a little more introspective.
Is he the smart one?
I think so. I could be wrong. wrong.
Yeah. I like the red one because he's always the rebellious one, like the one that, like,
He's like,
goes-
yeah,
Raphael.
pizza,
Is it Raphael?
yeah.
I think so.
Dude, we got them all mixed up now.
I know.
Okay. It's all right. Yeah. Thank you, DJ, for showing up, though. We really appreciate it. We interviewed him too, and it was really interesting.
Awesome.
Oh, he likes, so Big
Raph.
Cole said he likes Raphael.
Oh, Raphael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
No, we used to watch the movies as kids, like the original movies,
Mhm.
and I loved the first one. That was like my favorite.
Was
But
that with the
Alan-
split? What's his name? Shredder?
Yes, with Shredder.
Shredder.
There you go. And
Yeah.
then Alan used to love playing the video game, the Super Nintendo
Hell
game.
yeah. That's the
That was
best
his
one.
thing. He bought it. He bought a Nintendo and he bought the game, and so our kids get to play it now. So it's pretty
That's
fun.
cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. How's Alan? How's Alan doing? I ain't seen him in a while.
He's good. I told him, I was like, you need to come say hi to him. But he doesn't like to come on our show. Like, he doesn't like to show his face because he's very like shy, I guess.
Alan, it's not even that he's shy, really. He's not one of those people that likes to be in the limelight.
No,
That's
he
not who
doesn't
is.
he doesn't like to be like the center of attention, I guess.
Yeah,
But
cool. Great guy though. Great guy.
yeah,
Him and Alvaro's was my guy too.
yeah, but like his thing is like boxing, like he's in love with that, like
Yeah.
that's his
Yeah.
passion. So, I'm like, dude, I don't mind it because it's pretty interesting, and it's like I like to watch it with
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I like podcasting. He likes boxing. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Most
All
definitely.
right. So ask him about.
Yeah, so for everyone who's not familiar with your channel, can you
Mhm.
give them like a little brief summary of what your topics that you get into?
100%. This is almost an everything podcast. I would say culture based podcast, meaning not just like Black culture, but American culture, current events, sporting events, just anything that is grabbing the news headlines. We usually talk about it. Sometimes we dismiss it, depending on if it's too attention grabby, we kind of get away from it. But for the most part, I would narrow it down to an everything podcast: relationships, finances. It's a very unique podcast because it's a very nuanced topic based podcast.
That's cool. And you have a co-host. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Keith, I've known Keith since, oh Lord, he's my best friend's little brother. So Keith is like my brother. I've known him
Yeah.
for like 20 years. So with me and him, we've had that relationship way before the podcast. So it's really easy. Like we kind of
That's
understand when he's gonna start talking and I'm gonna stop talking. It's like a telepathy type thing where we kind of
that's
we coexist well because we've known each other for so long. But yeah, he's a
yeah.
great guy. He's got a degree in film and animation. And he makes a living literally writing, editing weddings and shooting weddings, and like
Oh,
that's how he does it. He does not work a job. He is the job.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's the cool thing about it is for me, like I started this because I don't know, I liked it. I like people going on to people's shows and I liked what they were doing and topic wise talking about different things. And so
100%.
I brought her along. She was like, I don't know at first,
yeah.
but now
It's been cool,
yeah, and that's the thing though. Me and her would just talk about everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like we have the same thing. Like we just talk about it. She knows what I'm thinking and we just kind
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
yeah. And we're interested.
What's the age gap between you guys?
7 years.
Yeah.
That's it's funny. Me and Keith is 7 years.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
He's 30. I'm 37.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. And my sister, I have an older sister.
Mhm.
We're 4 years apart.
Mhm.
But man, do we like
Yeah.
fight. Like it was growing up with me and her, like it was always
Wow.
like, and not only like arguments,
She
but like fist
just
fights.
she just
Oh
knows how
my
to
goodness.
push the right buttons,
Yeah,
right?
she
Wow.
does. And so like, but I love her, we love each other at the end of the
Right.
day, but it's still kind of like that. Sometimes we can't get along. And then with
Yeah.
her, it's like,
We
she's,
always get along.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy. You
it's
know what it
kind of,
was? She was there by herself first for like 4 years, and then you came
yes.
around.
And then I came around and she's like, like,
Yeah.
no.
She's like, I gotta punch her.
Yeah.
She does. She did, man. I was like, no. But till this day, I'm gonna tell everybody, she can like beat me up.
Yeah.
She is a tough girl.
Wow.
Like,
She's really like, what do you call that? Like intimidating like person or what?
well, no, yeah, in a way, but my dad, because she was the first, his first kid. So my
Mm-hmm.
dad used to box as a profession when he was younger.
Oh no.
So he taught her how to fight, and
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
she would like
Wrestle.
she would get in fights
Yeah.
in school and stuff,
She
and
would.
she's really
Wow.
good. Yeah, she's good at wrestling, but
Yeah.
I was the one that got all of it. So I was like, man, she can beat me up. Like I can't.
But you a sparring partner though. Like you probably one of those people that always sparred with the best, but you never quite like made it.
Yeah, no, I told myself, I was like, no, I don't want to hurt her. Like she's my older sister. I got to respect her. But then there was just times where like, okay, dude, I can't handle this. Like,
Them hands start
Yeah.
coming.
but she, like it's cool because I also felt protective. Like she can protect me. She can take care of me, like, so I don't know. I think it's and then I would
Yeah.
tell dad, show me how to fight. Like what's, he's like, oh no, just ask Candy. She'll teach you. So I'm like, yeah, she's teaching me. All right. But
Oh man.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she's cool. She's been on
Hey.
our show a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she's very, very talkative too, very
Shout
like
out, shout out
outgoing.
to her. Shout out to her and
Yeah,
those. Shout out to her and those hands.
she's a hand thrower.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited. We are gonna like get into some topics here, and
Hundred
we just
percent.
if you guys have questions in the chat, just let us know. Chat, put it up there, and I'll we'll ask.
Chat it
But
on
yeah,
up.
yeah. So, all right, you guys. I wanted to ask. We were talking about this a little bit, but I did
Let's
want to
talk
talk.
about it.
Just get like a guy's perspective on
Mm-hmm.
this whole court case that's happening
Mm.
with with
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny Depp and
Okay.
Amber Heard. So,
Okay.
and I know it's like I've been following it. It's crazy. It seems to me like a soap opera, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
a
a circus
movie.
at times.
It's a
Yeah.
poorly written movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna ask him about it just to see what you
Okay.
think. If anybody in the chat has any like opinions on it, let me know because I don't know, it's
All
crazy.
right. All right. I'll elaborate on it. What I take from it is this. I will say that Johnny Depp in this situation, I think that he's a victim. However, at some point he stopped being one. I think that once somebody shows you so much, you stop being a victim at some point, and you just hanging on for the ride. And some of the stuff that happened to him, he continued to stay. And people will say like, you can't shame a victim. I'm not shaming them. I'm just saying like, as a man and as an adult, if your wife is chopping off your fingers, you need to get the hell out of there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He stuck around, and it's like, hey, I can have empathy from someone. I can have empathy for someone, but at the same time, I gotta hold them accountable. Like
Yeah.
Amber Heard should be in jail, and then she took a dump in his bed. Like what the hell? How
You
you're
know,
not look? You're not gonna take a dump in my bed and just still be around. Like like this is not gonna be a thing. I don't want to be afraid, and now I got all kinds of poop phobias because I'm trying to lay down, and I got like nah, I'm not. No.
you got trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
see,
got
that's
poop.
the
I got
thing.
poop trauma.
Yeah, and I think about that and I'm like, that would be the furthest thing from my mind to get back at someone,
Yeah.
like to like do that. Like
Yeah,
there's so many other things you
Yeah.
can do than to do that. And I was just
That's
like,
very odd.
it was very
yeah.
weird.
That's
Like
beyond odd.
what kind of like what were you I don't know. Um
I
but
can't
yeah,
even process. I can't process that.
I and then
Poop,
there were
poop, and knives. Like you cutting me and pooping on me. What else
yeah,
more? What else more can you take?
and the thing is that since the beginning, I think it was toxic. The whole relationship, like scenario was just like,
Yeah.
mm, like that was a red flag. You guys need to break up. Like, that's it. The
What was the
first
red?
thing,
What was the red flag? The
like the
poop.
Well,
first
he
thing.
felt like it was too good to be true, right?
Yeah, at the
So
beginning. And then they would argue, they would like throw stuff at each other. And even on the recordings, they would record each other. Okay, so if you start recording each other,
yeah.
dude, like what are you doing?
This
Yeah.
is
Why are
what
you
this is what everyone's missing. What everyone's missing is a lot of these relationships in Hollywood are fabricated, and a lot of people get together just to create headlines. I think the worst one today is Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. They be licking each other's faces. It's like, what the hell is going on with you guys? But people do this to leverage like roles. And I think that Amber was leveraging her relationship with Johnny to get roles. That's what I believe.
Yeah. And I agree with that because he is like he's had way more experience and way more famous than her. And
Way bigger
but
movies.
but the thing is like she's pretty, she can do, I mean, she can get like she got Aquaman, right? And so
Mhm.
she did great there. I mean, according to people, I don't know. I didn't like her. I never liked her. Like as far as like acting, she was not somebody that I was like, oh, she's so good, like
Where she
as an
stood
actress.
out.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel
I
like
don't. No, you good. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I don't know about Amber Heard. I think that she needs. I think that this is just. I mean, I'm still processing it. There's still more to be revealed in court, right?
Yeah.
But I do think Amber is being disingenuous, and I think Johnny's telling the truth. Even though it's working against him in some ways too, but he's still more forthcoming than she is.
Yeah,
Es-
definitely.
Especially I forgot what was going on. They asked him something, and the look on her face was terrible. Like I think that the lawyer said, "You are much bigger than Amber Heard, right?" He was like, "No, not necessarily." But he wasn't saying that in a malicious way.
No,
And then
yeah.
and then her defense and like her, she was like mad, like crazy. I'm like, dude, Johnny Depp's 5'8".
Yeah, she's tall.
Like,
She was taller than him, wasn't she? She
I think
looked
they're
like
both.
it.
She's 5'7" apparently, like supposedly from what they said.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I feel like they both probably beat each other up. I think that did happen. And I just think that they as far as like the jury goes, like that's going to be tough because
Hmm.
but they were saying there's no evidence. She doesn't have any evidence of her being beat up by him. She has
Hmm.
pictures of, bruising and stuff, but it doesn't there's nothing there that says he was the one that caused it, right?
Right. She has
But
videos that are heavily fabricated, like, Johnny, I can't believe you're doing that. Why are you doing that?
and
And
that
he's
seems
like, are you
so
recording
fake.
me? Are you
Yeah,
recording me again?
it was so fake. And and there's like plenty of like there's a few recordings that they showed where she was admitting, "Yeah, I hit you. So what?" Like
Hmm.
and being so
Yeah.
mean. And
She
so
was
I don't
sniffing
know.
coke in court. She was sniffing coke. They busted her. You seen it?
No, I didn't see that.
She was
Wow.
up there. She was like, and she had white powder on her hands. We were after this interview, or actually, if somebody in the chat might see
That's
it,
crazy.
but they busted her sniffing coke.
That's crazy.
It's a
Wow.
bunch. It's a bunch of footage. Even if you go to TikTok, she's literally like looking around and sniffing on her hand.
That's weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and This is not me being conspiratorial. Like,
So
it's literally a video of her doing this.
that's crazy. No.
Wow.
Yeah, you
And,
got to be a serious addict to be snorting coke in court.
and Johnny's an addict. Well, he was, right? He admitted to it, but you don't see him trying to sniff it, like in front of
I
people,
don't
which
know. I don't know. Johnny probably still on drugs 'cause he always got those
he probably
shades on.
shows up. He probably shows
Yeah,
up with it.
Captain
But
Crack, Captain Crack. I mean Captain Jack.
so are you planning on watching Aquaman? The
I don't really
second
care
one?
for it. I don't really care for it.
Really? Really,
Nah,
Jason Momoa?
I don't care for it. Like, it's not.
Man.
I don't feel it. Like, I watched Batman last week and it was so
Mhm.
mid. It was mid.
You didn't
I
like it?
love. Nah, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm very objective when it comes to reviewing any movies. And some people
Mhm.
like, oh my god, it's the best Batman ever. Like, this is a emo Batman with his hair like swooshed to
Yes.
the side. Like,
Yes.
come
It
on,
was
man.
very emo.
Yeah.
I wasn't very fond of Robert Patterson playing him as Batman,
No,
playing
not
Batman,
really.
but I was okay with it. Like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Um, to me it almost seemed like one of those movies like the Zodiac Killer type movie, like where
Mm,
they have to like find out so that portion of it was interesting. I enjoyed that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, there was a lot of people that really liked it, and I was like,
Yeah.
it was okay.
They just oversaturated it with dialogue. Like a lot of
Yeah,
like, we have to go there. They're meeting here. We're gonna. It's like, damn, can you just get to the punchline of the movie?
yeah.
Sheesh.
But as far as like shows, what shows do you like? Is there any like specific
Oh
show that
yeah.
you're like, oh, this is my
Ozark.
stuff?
Ozark?
Ozark.
Um,
Oh, yeah,
Ozark
that's
is, to
good.
me, that's the best show on TV. I just finished the latest season. I think it's
mhm.
over now. I think it was
Yeah,
finale.
it is.
That
I
kind of
haven't
sucked the way it
finished.
ended.
Yeah, we haven't finished it. Me and Alan haven't, but
Hmm.
Eileen finished
Yeah, I
it.
finished it. I'm like, I'm gonna finish it without you guys, you know?
Yeah. Alan
Yeah.
Alan probably finished it. He just didn't tell you.
Yeah, he
Oh
didn't.
man, he be doing that too. He be doing that. But
uh,
yeah, I like it. It's very very interesting. Like, and it kind of almost reminds me a little bit of Walter. What is it? Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad.
Breaking Bad. Oh, that's another one of my favorite
Yeah,
shows.
how the way he kind of his character just
Hmm.
starts changing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it's pretty interesting.
The
I
more
love it.
comparable character is Walter White and the wife on
The
Ozark.
wife is crazy, right?
Yeah, I think that it's like
Yeah.
the
I was like,
changes.
They had a real transformation.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
she like tripped me out. I was like, man, this bee is mean. Like,
Oh my gosh, when they got into that fight, like in the when there was like that traffic and they got into that fight and they're like, we could
Yeah,
have somebody kill you right now. I was
yeah.
like,
yeah,
wow, it got
that
to
I think
them.
that's the last show we saw. The
Yeah,
last one, the last
it really
episode.
got to them.
Oh
I
yeah,
was,
you're getting to the end. You're getting to the end of it.
yeah, we are. But I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, the transformation, I liked it.
I got.
Yeah,
I would say I got like a top three. I would say Ozark is one of them. Breaking Bad and oh crap. What was that show with the motorcycles? Damn it. Not
Oh, what is it called? Is it
not
Aztec? The Aztec?
Mayans?
The
no, not
Mayans.
Mayans, not
No.
Mayans. The
Oh,
prequel to
Sons of
Mayans.
Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
I haven't seen it. And a lot of people liked it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm
really
gonna
good.
get into that. I'm gonna have to
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
it was
But
really good.
it's really long, huh? It's like a lot of seasons, or how many
Trust
seasons?
trust me, you'll binge it if you watch it. It's a really good
Yeah.
show. Really good show.
So no Game of Thrones in there?
Yes. But my thing is, I actually never finished watching Game of Thrones. I was watching Game of Thrones before it became the big thing that everybody watched. I was watching it in 2014, right? Nobody was watching it. I kept trying to
No.
tell people Game of Thrones is great. There's like, that's for nerds. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then like 16 came around and all of a sudden LeBron James is sharing it and now it's a big deal. I'm like, I tried to tell y'all 2 years ago. And then once everybody became a part of the conversation, it just diluted it so much and I didn't even want to watch it no more.
Oh man.
Yeah.
My cousin would read the books
Yeah.
before the show came out.
Mm.
And he was like, man, there's this show, these books I'm reading. They're pretty cool. It's called Game of Thrones. And I was like, whatever. Like I don't like to read. And he was just like, he would talk to us about it. And then once the show started, he would watch the show and tell us about it. And I was like, nah, I'm okay. But then after, I think Alan got into it.
Oh.
And he got me into it. And then it was crazy from there. Like I was like, dude, we cannot miss these episodes because it's crazy. But the ending, I don't know. You didn't watch the ending, right?
I don't even care no more.
It was like, I was like, man, they rushed it.
Yeah,
like,
it should have been, there could have been a better ending for sure.
What was his name? Jon Snow.
Yeah, that was
Jon
Eileen's.
Snow.
That was Eileen's crush right there.
Yeah, he was the best character. I mean,
the White Walkers are coming.
Like to me, that was one of the best shows.
It was a good one. Another really good one that turned trash. The Walking Dead. Oh no, I can't even watch it no more.
Yeah,
I can't watch it no more. It's just trash.
I loved it. I loved The Walking. We would do like little premiere
parties,
little parties, and hang out.
Once they took out Rick, that was it.
Yeah, Rick was gone.
They should have ended it.
What was the son's name? Carl, right? The son?
Yeah.
Carl.
Carl, come here, Carl.
But you know what? Negan was pretty good. The villain, the one that killed everybody.
Who?
Negan. The one with the bat. He had like a bat.
Oh, he crushed he crushed that dude in the head.
Yeah. Like he's. I think they should do a spinoff with on his own, but
nah, they need to stop. We need to stop. Like,
they needed to stop it a while back.
No, I'm just saying we live in a culture like that literally makes too many sequels. We need to let stuff be done. Like Fast and Furious, the next Fast and Furious, they're gonna be in outer space. Like, come on, man. That should have stopped like 8 years ago.
Hey, I still watch them. I make Alan watch them. He's like, stop.
Oh no, those are terrible movies.
These?
That's a terrible movie.
No, I grew up on these movies, like
Ludacris gonna be they're gonna be in outer space. Like, oh, we in outer space, cuz like this is not a good movie. It's too fictitious.
The last one.
I didn't see the last.
Hey, but Jason Momoa is gonna be in the new one.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think I care about Jason Momoa?
I mean, because I do. I'm like, Jason.
It's our favorite actor.
He's not a good actor though. He's just like a very he's very tight. He's typecasted. Like he's the guy. Like what are we doing here right now?
He's very like I don't know, tough. Like that tough persona, I guess.
He looks like a guy that gives very aggressive directions, like make a left on Rainbow Lane, then turn right, make a U-turn over there. Like,
There's
man, you
no
don't shut up.
calm down, huh? Stop being so aggressive. But
Yeah.
no, like I like the I we watch a lot of movies. Like we just watched that Sonic movie because my son is into Sonic and I loved
Oh,
it.
Sonic Burger, I love that place.
No, the movie. And
I
I
know
was
I'm
like,
messing with you. I know I'm playing.
dude, it was so good. And my son was into it, but I was like, I was all into it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. But I don't know, it had some adult comedy in there. It was pretty cool.
That's
I
what they
liked
do
it.
on purpose, though.
Yeah.
They embed the comedy for the parents going with the children, so they could try to engage two different people.
And they
But
did a
yeah,
good job. They did a good job
yeah,
on it. I was like, oh, this is so good. But
Sonic is dope, though. Sonic is dope.
yeah, I love Sonic. My son loves it. So I was like, "Ugh," my daughter's into it too. So,
Do you remember
you
the
know,
cartoon though? Do you remember that cartoon?
I didn't watch the cartoons. Hey,
Oh,
but now that we're on cartoons, I wanted to ask you because you guys talked about the Dragon Ball Z growing up on
hmm
that. I did.
hmm
She did.
Yeah.
Um, I loved it. It was like it made my childhood.
Mm,
Everybody wanted to be Super
that's
Saiyans.
more
Yeah.
that's more Keith. I knew about it, but I was a little older, so I was more into Transformers and like um Thundercats. That was my
Thundercats.
thing. That's
Yeah, I
way back.
remember they would. Yeah, I would see some of it here and there, but I wasn't like interested. I was like, yeah, whatever. I like Dragon Ball Z better.
Dragon Ball, I
But
just only thing I hated about Dragon Ball, it was too much dialogue. Like, I'm gonna power up and you're not gonna be strong enough to defeat me. And then
yeah.
the villain just standing there waiting on him. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I loved it. Like we even now we still watch because they'll do like movies and things here and there about it, and we watch them. I'm like, dude, and I try to get my kids to watch it, but I feel like they're still kind of like, this
Well,
is like,
it's not for them though.
yeah, they're
Like
kind of like,
like we grew up in a different time. Like kids are gravitating to different stuff, and it's just because of the times. Like back then, we didn't have cell phones or social media, and yeah, I'm not saying your kids are influenced by that, but it's just the whole stimulus is different. So the kids
it
are going to
is.
gravitate to other stuff. Like they love Roblox for some reason. I don't know what's up with Roblox, but kids
Yes,
love it.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My son watches a lot of like people playing video games on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Um,
yeah.
and I was like, why? And then he'll ask me
Yeah.
for like their merch. So I'm like, okay, their
Hmm.
merch is like super expensive. So I'm like, it's crazy. It's a lot
Yeah.
different.
One of the biggest YouTubers with the gaming channel. He's from Bakersfield, named Kevin Edwards. He has a gaming channel with almost, I think it has like 6 or 7 million subscribers.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, it's
I'm
one
gonna
of the
have to look
biggest.
into that.
Yeah, look up Kevin. I think it's called Kevin Edwards. It, Kevin Edwards got game. It's not that. No, it's not called that. I forgot what it's called, but it's Kevin Edwards gaming channel, and
Okay.
it's a massive
Wow.
channel.
And he's in like in
Wow.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
have
from
to watch it.
Bakersfield. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Bakersfield. Yep,
My
yep.
son, so they said I saw Dragon Ball Z in 3 different languages. Yeah. I
Wow.
would watch it in Spanish too.
I've seen The Simpsons in Spanish.
Really? That's
Yeah, it's not, his name ain't Homer, and it's Homero. I think it is in Spanish.
Homero.
Dragon Ball Z. Oh,
I
he's
think
very handsome. Who? Eddie's handsome? Julie? I don't know who you're talking about.
yeah, I don't know. They probably talking about Jason Momoa.
Uh,
Yes. Yes, he is. I know Alan's like, stop. Mm-mm. He's like, he's not even, he's like, I don't know. Okay, so I wanted to ask you because our channel is more
like we get into everything.
we get into everything, but
I know what I've
lately,
noticed is you guys do a lot of like not just paranormal stuff, but
no,
kind of somewhat conspiratorial, but not too leaning into it. You kind of use actual information to just like extend conversations. That's what I've taken
yeah,
from it.
yeah, exactly. Because my Eileen likes the
Yeah, I
conspiracy
like the
side.
conspiracy stuff.
You like
I
Alex
like,
Jones?
yeah, I mean, he's kind of sometimes it's a little like, ugh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, like I've used to listen to him, his stuff, and I don't know where he went. I don't see him on YouTube anymore.
Because they kicking him off.
Yeah,
He
because
has
he's
his own website though. I don't follow him, but I
yeah.
know of him very well.
Yeah, but I listen to like a lot of like the Joe Rogan podcast and
Oh yeah,
like it's cool. Like I like his perspective on things.
yeah.
So, hi Nathaniel. It's not Friday. I know. Um, yeah, we sometimes we'll do Fridays, but sometimes we do other days. So it just depends on what's available. I know that yesterday, well, this week we had one of our families passed away, one of our family members, and it was really
Condolences.
hard. Yeah, thank you. It was really hard because it happened really fast. He was
Yeah.
diagnosed with cancer in I think around December. And he
Yeah,
Wow.
passed.
it was
Yeah.
already stage 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of it's been a hard week.
Yeah.
And
I bet.
I've just but he was ready. He was like, I don't want to be in the hospital. I don't want to have people make decisions on whether to keep me alive or
Yeah.
not. So he was just like, I'm just ready. If it's
Yeah.
God's calling me, then I'm going. And so, he was there with all his family, and
That's good.
yeah.
As
But
long as y'all had closure, that's the most important thing.
yeah, we were kind of like at least he's not suffering anymore because it
Yeah.
was
That's
pretty
good.
hard.
Oh
But
yeah.
that was one of the reasons too why this week it was just kind of
Yeah.
hard for us. But
Understood.
it's good too to like do things you like to keep your mind off of things.
Yeah.
100%. Trust me, I get it. My father has stage 4 cancer, so he's got not too long to live himself. So
Really?
we're just savoring the moment. I go out and visit. He lives in Palmdale, so I go out there and visit him frequently. He's in good
Yeah.
spirits, but at least I've been given the privilege to have more extended time with my father. Some people just lose their family like that,
Yeah.
So so even though I'm going to lose my dad, I have time to make memories and things of that nature. So
What type of cancer does he have, if you don't mind me asking?
he has bone cancer, and bone cancer, and another
That's
type of
hard.
cancer.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, cancer is scary.
It's very.
And yeah, I know. And a lot of people in our chat like do talk about like losing someone and related to that. And so it's kind of, I don't know, man. I went to the doctor not that long ago and I was like, hey, so, I asked him about cancer and stuff. And he was just like, like some of it has to do with like what you like intake or also
100%.
like your surroundings, like things chemicals, things like that. But he said most of the time, this is what he said. It caught me off guard. He was like, it's just bad luck. I was like, what? Like, what do you
The
mean?
doctor said that?
Yeah, he was like a PA. He was like a physician assistant.
Where did you get your degree from?
I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, because it just if depending on what type of cancer it is, it's just bad luck. I was like, okay, like that's.
I think there's a better way to articulate that.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, like
this is the problem.
I don't know
with
what
people.
to say to that.
This is the problem with people who get degrees. Sometimes is they have the book smarts, but they don't have the common sense to match it, and they can't articulate themselves well. Like if somebody has a serious question regarding cancer and they have a genuine fear of, hey, is this hereditary or am I what can cause this? They're asking real questions. Like they need real live like responses. Like for example, if you get this type of cancer, it may be more high risk, but this one we can mitigate the risk by doing this. You can eat this type of diet. You can stay out of this. And look, I don't have a formal education. I dropped out of college and I know better than that. Like this guy is a person that's talking to people.
Yeah, he was very like outside the scope. Like he caught me off guard because of the things he was saying. And he's like, well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to exercise or eat healthy because I know you're not going to do it. And I was like,
whoa.
He's like, I tell that to everybody because I know they're not gonna do it anyways. And I was like, okay, I think you're kind of like tired of like patience, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
you gotta.
maybe you don't
Empathy is
no
gone.
longer want to do this. Like
Yeah.
maybe you
Was
should
this
look into something else.
was this Amber Heard's brother?
I don't know. Like he was just like, I don't know. It was weird, but I was like,
That's crazy.
at least he got because I went to get like referrals and things like that, and he got all that done. So I was like, oh, thanks. Well, I didn't have to, ask. He just did it, and I was like, okay, well, thank you.
That
But yeah,
PA was
it was
he was
weird.
yeah he was
He,
teriyaki tripping.
yeah, he was like on some other level.
Yeah,
But
that's weird.
yeah, but okay. So back to my question. I wanted to ask you about Julie. Julie said Eddie is handsome, but I was talking about Jason.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Eddie guessed. Eddie guessed. Um,
okay.
have you ever had any like weird paranormal experiences or seen anything, heard anything
Yes, I
you
have,
want to
and
share?
I said no earlier, like just very, it was like a definite response, but like no. What had happened is there's a highway called Highway 166, and it's a very dangerous highway. It's off of. You ever been to Santa Maria?
We've never
Off of
been there, huh?
no, we
We've
haven't.
never
okay.
been there.
Well, it's if you
But
take
there's
Highway.
a street.
No, it ain't a street. It's a highway.
So
Highway
is it,
166. Uh-huh.
you know what? And is it okay? Because we went to not that long ago, we were over at
Where?
Pismo. We went to Pismo,
That's
and
Highway
there's two ways.
101.
Okay, there's two ways to get there, right? There's the one
Mhm.
by
The Pacific Highway 1, right? Which is on the Pacific Coast
like
Highway.
Paso Robles.
But where are you coming from, though? That's the difference. It depends on where you guys located.
Okay, we came back, right? We went up. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know my freeways. Okay,
Hmm.
I don't know. But we came back up through this like road, this highway, and it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was so creepy.
Hmm.
And so I don't know if maybe because I think it was closer to Santa Maria. Nah, I'm tripping. I don't know. Never mind.
I
Go
don't
back to
know.
it.
Yeah,
See,
we
Because I'm
don't
like,
know.
see. All right. See that doesn't help. Okay. Now I'm playing. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm confused.
Highway. Basically, I was taking loads of gasoline because I haul gasoline for a living.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, so I was taking a load of gasoline from
Hmm.
Fresno to Santa Maria. So
Hmm.
basically, you end up you have to take highway. You end up on 46. You end up on Highway 46, and you jump on the 101 ramp, and you take Highway 101 all the way down till you get to the station. Which for me, it was Costco. It was a brand new
Hmm.
Costco that had a humongous gas station. So I delivered there, and then afterwards, the way to get back to Bakersfield was taking the 166, and the 166 is just like this the whole time. Boom.
Hmm.
You're literally doing that. Then you have some slopes that go down, but you're just doing this the whole time. And a lot of people have died on that highway, like a lot of
Really?
people. A lot of people have been coming up missing there, all kind of stuff. And I remember one time I was exhausted. I had a longer shift than what I normally had. And I was like, yo, I got to pull over if I like get in an accident. So I pulled over and I try to take um, like a 12-minute nap because there's this thing called sleep zones. And you don't want to
Hmm.
sleep too long because you'll go into like REM sleep and then you'll be knocked out. And you don't want that, especially as a truck driver, because that'll make you even more sleepy. So to make a long story short, I tried to take a nap and I had all my doors locked on my truck. And then I woke up about 4 minutes later to a noise, like my door handle was getting pulled, like it was getting yanked. And then I looked out my mirror on the right hand side, and it's a big mirror, and you can see the whole right side of the truck, and wasn't nobody there. I turned my truck on and got the hell out of there. Yeah, that was
What?
that.
But you could
Yeah,
hear it? You could hear it, or can you
my
see
door
it?
handle was boom, 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 boom. Door handle was moving. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's creepy. That's
yeah.
creepy. And like, because we have family, like I have that drive, they're
Yeah.
truckers, and they've
Hmm.
told us like they've seen weird things out there. Like they've,
Hmm.
like I don't know. And like you said, sometimes it could be people that are overly tired
Exhausted, yeah.
and they just kind of see things that aren't there. But
Hmm.
it was trippy, man. I was like, that's scary, especially if you're an overnight driver, like you said, like if you're all like on the road all the
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's scary. Like seeing things like that, or especially for you because you're alone. I mean, I don't know if you carry something with you. Like a lot of
No,
truckers that I know, they carry like firearms or things because there's a
I
lot of
don't carry
crazy
nothing.
people.
I don't carry nothing but these hands.
But what if it's a ghost? You need to carry some like holy water. That's
I don't.
crazy.
I don't
I mean,
conveniently walk around with holy
do
water.
you do you believe in that though? Do you believe
Like
that?
in ghosts?
Yeah, do you believe there's like weird things out there or like unexplainable? Like,
I'm. I think I exist in a world that's in between both. I'm skeptical. I'm not
hmm
conspiratorial, but I'm not dumb enough to believe that like we're the only existing beings in the world. I just don't believe that. Um,
okay.
and as far as aliens, I think a lot of people are like really fascinated with the idea of aliens, which they
hmm
may exist, but I think a little deeper. Why aren't we worried about what's under the ocean? 80% of the ocean is undiscovered. We don't know what the hell's down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There could be a
Yeah.
whole world down there that we don't know about. So I personally think there's something in the ocean that we don't know about. And the deeper we go, the more crazy stuff we find. The more crazy fish. There was a fish that looked like Jay Leno down there. I was like, what the hell is that?
And you know
Yeah.
what the
Yeah,
crazy thing about it is that it just creeps me out. The ocean,
it
Hmm.
is.
it's like
Creepy.
I'll do space. Like space is like okay, empty, but water like just there's something about underwater that kind of like just freaks me out, right? But they have found weird things. I don't know if you've heard the sounds that people catch, like not people, but I think
Yeah.
like
The mic.
submarines. Yeah, they hear these weird like noises that
Yeah.
they're not explained, like they can't figure out if it's like what animal it is or what, I don't
Yeah.
know,
They found
underwater creature.
Jason Momoa down there. He was like, hey.
Like Aquaman,
Aquaman.
right? Like he was definitely down there. It
Yeah.
was probably him.
Yeah.
So you
If you
you think
go
they
ahead.
they do have mermaids then? In
Mermaids,
Yeah, like
mermaids. No, I don't believe in
No.
the mermaids. I personally don't. I think that there's more of a. I'm not trying to dispel it. I'm not
Um,
trying to dispel it, but they have some, I guess, some history that there may be mermaids that have existed at some point, like a human slash fish. And I guess it was supposed to be like something that could live on land and in the water. What do they call that? It's not ambidextrous, but it's what do they call it? Amphibious. I guess that's what they call
mhm.
it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the ocean, mermaids, I think maybe. I mean, but I don't think that they're gonna be human
yeah.
looking. They're probably
No.
like you said, that fish that has a face, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
That could be
just
possible. Um,
a
but the other
creature.
creepy thing is like animals like that are not saltwater. What is it like alligators,
Freshwater?
freshwater animals, like moving, like getting moving in it because now they're saying that there's like alligators that are in the ocean, like in Florida. Like that's
Wow.
creepy. Like that's crazy. And I'm
Mm.
like, that's I don't know. The just something about the ocean, it freaks me out because you can't really see
Yeah.
anything.
It
Like
doesn't
you'd have
stop
to like
there. It doesn't stop there though. The ocean is 80% is
undiscovered.
80% undiscovered, but
hmm
also the Amazon forest is another one.
Yes. And I mean, there's still like civilizations that live there
mm-hmm,
that have no idea about you know now like human like cities and things like
mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
I know that there's an island where if people get
Yeah,
close
the
to it, like they will
tribe.
kill people, like they
They
will
already
kill
did. They
you.
already killed people. Some dude was
Yeah,
trying
Yeah,
they
to.
no,
did.
Yeah, they killed this dude. They shot him with a spear. He was trying
they killed
to
Yeah.
the
introduce.
missionary.
Yeah, they was trying to introduce like Christianity to the dude, and he was like, "Hey, take the spear, cuz."
Yeah, and then I saw when there was like a helicopter that was flying by, and they were throwing spears at it
Yep,
and like
Yeah.
bow and arrows and
spears and
stuff.
bow and arrows.
And I was like, that's crazy.
We need to
And
leave them
so,
alone. We need to leave
so
them alone.
those people, like that guy, the parents had to go over there and retrieve the body, right?
Hmm.
And I guess there was only like a certain, I think they only allow like a couple of people to go there. And so they had to get those people to go and pick up the body, and they just left it like right there and like on the shore. So that
Yeah.
was crazy. I was like,
Yeah, we
savage.
gotta
Like,
leave. We need to leave people alone. Like we also carry
yeah,
diseases. Like they don't like a lot of the immunities that we have to things are because we live in this, I guess this social climate where
yeah,
we don't realize that we carry diseases because we all are immune to them. But if you go to an ancient civilization and you sneeze, you're gonna kill everybody because their
yeah.
body is not it's not built for that.
But and that kind of gets me thinking, because okay, these civilizations, like we were talking about the Aztecs, the Mayans, they
Yeah.
had like these beliefs. They believed in like
Sun
very
god, right?
superstitious.
Mhm.
And we were talking about like, what if like Atlantis, right? That's a possibility. There was like a city that went underwater. I mean,
Recently, they found the yellow brick road. Go to Google. They said they found something that's resembling the yellow brick road. It was news. This is like a week ago.
really?
Yes,
Oh,
underwater. It resembled like a brick road underwater, really deep.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so, there's a possibility that there could have been other civilizations that maybe were like above water, maybe underwater. I don't know.
It's not
Like,
that hard to believe. I
yeah.
believe it. Everything
And
wasn't underwater at some point.
exactly, there was
Yeah.
a lot more land, but and now with like climate change, there's waters rising, and I think
Hmm.
that's been happening for centuries, where the
Right.
water's just growing and growing, and everything's just going under, like. And that's one of the other things, like when we were talking about the Aztecs, how they had this little city in the middle of this giant lake, and they
Yeah.
lived there, and
Yeah.
now it's like underwater, right? Or it's like, and
Hmm.
it's also what
Like
is,
on marshy land, is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah, so you can't really
Yeah.
go there, like, so I don't know, it's crazy, like, to think about.
I
But
wonder what the dog thinks about this.
the what?
The dog.
Because the dog just popped up in the back.
Juicy? Yeah, she's 11.
Yeah, she's 11.
She's 11.
Wow.
She's older, but
she's very spoiled. She likes to be where we are at all times.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
see
she's very needy. So
She is. So that's why we brought her in,
because she'll be scratching at the door if we don't let her
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah.
she's loud.
And if we don't open it, she'll start barking. So we just let her in.
There you go. Well, thanks for joining in, Juicy. We say there are sharks that can swim in rivers.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Damn,
crazy. I didn't even know that.
that's not
Bull
safe.
and sharks can handle fresh water for a while. I think nurse sharks can too, but not too long. Oh, man, imagine you're like in the river and you get like eaten by a shark. That's crazy.
Wow.
I would be more confused than I would be like hurting from the bite. I'll be like, how'd you get here? Oh.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that was so scary. I don't know if you heard about the Lake Mead bodies that they've been finding, because
What?
the Las Vegas lake.
Oh, is it recently they found that drum with a body in it? Is that
Yes,
it?
and they found a second one.
That's
with
not hard to
another body.
believe. That's not
That's
hard to believe.
crazy. But
That's Vegas.
the crazy thing about it is that you're swimming in it, and like you never know. What if it like swipes your leg while you're under there?
Wow.
Like, oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah,
That's
you'd be like,
scary.
oh my God, stop playing with me. Oh my God.
You dive in there and then you see it. That's creepy.
No, that it'd be messed up if you just swimming and then all of a sudden you'd be like, you see an old teacher in there, it'd be like, oh my God, it's my old teacher from 5th grade.
There's
Oh my
Mr. Whatever.
gosh.
Like I didn't like him anyway. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
That was
Yeah.
me. I did it. No, that's crazy.
Yeah, they found
It's
the
sad.
bones. The drum that they found was rusted out, and you could see human bones in there. So I
Yeah.
guess they took it to examine it. Yeah, but look, we talking about Vegas. You know how many people
Yeah.
owe people money all the time, and they conveniently just kill them and throw them in drums.
That's true.
I didn't
Oh,
think
yeah.
about
I
that.
didn't think about that either.
Vegas.
Yeah, people gamble. Yeah, that's that's
What
true.
crazy.
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, including dead bodies.
Nope, they just showed up. And the water there too it's drying out. So like all these
Wow.
bodies are like popping out. I'm thinking they're gonna find more. Like that's
Oh yeah.
there was probably
Yeah.
a dude that would do that.
Are you
Somebody.
familiar?
Wow.
Are you familiar with the story of Jimmy Hoffa?
Mm-mm.
No.
Jimmy Hoffa I can't remember what his if he had ties to the mafia or whatever, but They have been looking for him, and supposedly they said that they can't find his body, but it was rumored that it was in, I think it was in Giants and the New York Giants stadium. Yeah,
Really?
in one of those cement cylinders. I guess you know when you go into like an NFL stadium, they have those big like big concrete beams.
Uh-huh.
Supposedly
Yeah.
his body is inside one of those beams.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yup.
I don't know. But so basically you think maybe like aliens might be real, or maybe like UFOs?
I think all of it has a
Like
strong
there's a
possibility.
possibility?
But I think that we have a misconception of thinking that aliens look like reptilians. They probably just look like us. And they probably been here for a very long time. And they're probably like Elon Musk and stuff like that. And the same people that you're like, think about it like this. Some of the biggest, like groundbreaking inventions in the world just came out of thin air. And I'm not saying that they had to be aliens, but come on. Some of the technology is really hard to get your mind around, like nuclear bombs and nuclear energy, things of this nature. Like
Yeah.
how often can the normal person even fathom something that crazy and that like that nuanced? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's nuts. Albert Einstein, guys that will take a wall that's 10 foot and write equations on it. Like whose
The
brain?
pyramids.
Yeah, the pyramid.
And
Yeah,
that's a big conspiracy with the pyramids,
that's a
because
huge one.
yeah, because there's, I don't know, they say, I mean, what we learned in school was like, oh, a bunch of people were like,
Malarkey. It was a lie.
and I was like, with
No.
elephants, right? And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But
Yeah.
now that there's all these studies that are coming out where they show like these different things about it, like the energy sources and things like that, it's like, huh, that's interesting. But I wanted to tell you, there's like a few incidents that people have reported where they see like these UFOs coming out of the ocean. Like there was one,
Oh
I think
yeah.
a couple in Malibu where they
Mhm.
kind of like said, oh, there was like these things coming out of the water and flying. And so I
Hmm.
mean, do you think that might be a possibility, that there might be like maybe these crafts need the ocean water, or maybe they're gathering something?
I don't think that all these things are connected.
No.
I think just like how there's many people like us, there's probably many different species that do different things to survive. But
Yeah.
in regards to the pyramids, I don't know how much connection there is, but I do know that it took something that was beyond human reach to build those pyramids. And people say, "Oh, well, they just used slaves." Like, what was they giving these slaves? Gatorade? Like, ain't
Yeah.
no
Like
way.
some sort. No, I don't think it was created by
Mm-mm,
human. I don't know. I think it's
mm-mm.
way too much.
No, I could dispel it. Like I'm not that smart, but I can dispel it with basic math. You would have to literally be perfect within centimeters to reach the top peak of the pyramid. If you were off, then the pyramid would be crooked, because they also have pyramids that are crooked and that are sloping to the left because they did a
Yeah.
bad job. So supposedly this was before the creation of math. And they had these stones were cut perfectly. They were cut perfectly, and they weighed
And
up to two. Like how many? 2 to 60 tons, or 2 to 10 tons, or
mhm,
these
hundreds of
actual,
tons. Yeah.
yeah, hundreds of tons, and they were cut perfectly with what tool? Like we're talking about, you would need heavy machinery today to replicate that, and it would be hard as hell to do right now. So you mean to tell me back
Yeah,
then,
that's true.
no way. Did
You
you
know,
know
and
if,
that's a
if you
good
put up
point.
10 of those, if you put up 10 of those blocks a day, it would take you 600 years, 2,500,000 something, almost 3 million stones.
That's crazy.
Like how are you gonna
That's
put
a
how
good
you gonna
point,
put something like that up together? Like that's nuts. And you can't
because they
and
haven't
Yeah.
tried.
you can't use leverage. You can only use leverage so much, right? They said, well, they use animal grease and slaves, and it's like it doesn't matter how many people you
No.
use. You just don't. You're not gonna get a structure like that with that. And I was watching an episode of Joe Rogan, and I proof checked it too. Damn it, what was his name? But he talked about above the King's Chamber, they had these huge like huge cylinder blocks that were weighed like 70 tons each, 70 tons each, perfectly stacked on top of each other. And there was 7 of them. And nobody can explain how that happened. And I'm not being conspiratorial. Like, this is what really happened. So
Yeah.
unless these high schools give away just BS in those books, they put this very diluted vanilla information, and then we're like, oh, the slaves did it. Okay, let me go about my day. But that's totally not what happened.
And the other thing too that I thought was really interesting was the fact that they align with the celestial, like the star
Yeah.
system,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pyramids do. And it's like,
yeah.
okay, well, they say, oh, well, they studied the star system because that's all they did. They didn't really have much, like, so they went by that. But not only that, but those pyramids align with other pyramids, like the stars, the way that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
Yeah.
perfectly around the
Mm-hmm.
world
And the fact that there's other pyramids too,
in
you
other
know?
places
Yeah.
that
I
have
was glad to
similar.
go there. I was about to say that.
Yeah, like the Mexico pyramids are how
Mm-hmm.
far away, right?
Yeah.
From Egypt,
Yeah.
and they're constructed kind of similar.
And there's
Mm-hmm.
some in Guatemala too.
And
Yeah, and
there's no history of any of these different civilizations having any contact.
no.
So how the hell can you say that this is just very commonplace? The idea of a pyramid just exists in all these different places all over the world. What like who was the architect back then? Was there an architect that traveled all over the place? I
Yeah,
don't think
but then,
so.
Yeah.
but even if he did, how did he travel? Because it
Yeah.
would take like how long? Like crazy, a long time for you to even travel to get to like from Mexico to Egypt, right? Like
It
that's
was it was it
crazy.
was Elon Musk. It was Elon. That's who did it.
Yeah, it was
That
that
was a
alien
Tesla
dude. He's
pyramid.
and Elon Musk is kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. He
Hmm.
kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
why.
It's
I feel
just
like
that
there's something about him.
he's a monumental, like monumental inventor that has come up with things like these electric cars, and he's trying to build like a railway system, I think, underneath Los
Mhm.
Angeles. He's doing
And
all this stuff.
yeah, he wants to implant chips in our brain, like
I mean,
that's
personally, I like chips. I like Doritos and
you're like, I'm
Tostitos
all
and all
for
that.
it. Like, I
I'm
don't
all for
mind.
it. You ain't putting no chip in me, but I will dip one in salsa.
Yeah, like I don't know. And the way, because I saw him too, Joe Rogan was interviewing him. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
And like,
where he was smoking weed on that episode.
yeah, and he was kind of like the way he would talk, and he was kind of like, I don't know, creepy. He was a little creepy.
Yeah, I think two things
But
are true though. I think he's creepy, but I think it's also us because we don't have
we
access
don't,
to someone. We don't have access to someone like him.
yeah,
He's like a, I don't know. He's a
like a
person that we're
genius.
not used to seeing. Not even
Yeah.
just a genius. We don't see people like him in our everyday life. So we look at him as this very like weird or like ominous person or whatever. But
No, I mean, which he has done good. Like he's like the cars, that's like the Teslas, that's a I think he has great ideas, and he's doing a lot for humanity, but
mhm.
I don't know, man, that chip thing just I don't know how I feel about that. Which to him it's like, okay, I'm going to implant these chips to help with like memory loss, people with Alzheimer's, people that have dementia, or that have these diseases that enable you, and these chips are going to help with that, which okay, that sounds cool, but what else can they do? Right? What else
Mm.
Mhm.
is in them that we it's beyond our scope of understanding, or what, you know what I mean? It gets kind of
Yeah, I dig it. You're right, but I think we've already been infiltrated. I think we've
like the
all
kill
been
switch on the Tesla.
No, I think we've all been infiltrated already.
Yeah. Yeah.
The very thing that we're using to talk right now,
Yes.
we've been infiltrated by it. We were born with social security numbers. Like we all are personalized. We are property. We don't realize it. We can't go. The only way you could go off the grid is be homeless with no cell phone. That is the
Yeah.
only way you can do it. Those people are the ones that actually, I won't say they're winning because they're homeless, they're sleeping on the street, but they're not tracked like we are. We're super tracked. Everything we search, everything we do It's starting to become more personalized. Have you ever thought something in your mind and then you
Yeah.
go on TikTok or some other platform and it pops up?
There it goes.
I'm talking about you didn't even search it. You just thought about something and then
Yes.
it popped up on your
You
phone.
know, and that's what
Yeah.
happens on my phone too. I'll be talking
Yeah.
about something and all of a sudden there it is
Mm-hmm.
on the thread and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, my phone is listening to me. This is crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll be like, hey, let's put our phones in the microwave and just leave them in there while we talk. And people are like, you're crazy. Stop. You know, like
What's that gonna do?
faraway. What is it? A faraway bag? You can buy these bags where you put them in and it like protects it from like doing anything. I guess I don't know, but I was like, dude, I started to get paranoid. I was like, oh, they
The
know
problem
everything.
the problem with those things or whatever is you say you buy this bag and you put this in here. The problem with
Yeah,
that is monetization. Somebody is creating this thing that really doesn't have the backing and the actual science behind it, and then we buy it like a sucker, and they're making money like, look at them. They think they're stopping the sound. We can still hear everything.
we can still see what you're doing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
trippy.
So that's where we
I
got to be careful. But oh yeah,
anywho,
I don't want to jump all over the place. But the pyramids, it's very
oh
nuanced too. And then I also seen they have these deep grooves. They have these big stones with grooves in them, and it looks like almost like a huge drill went into some of these rocks, and that's not normal for that time.
yes,
And then they put up some raggedy video where some guy's using this tool that's he's moving to create a hole, and it's not even remotely the same thing. And you mind you, these stones are that they cut, we're talking thousands of years old. So I think the two things could be true. There could be some form of a higher being that helped them, or
mhm,
like the actual the landscape we live in now, where it's the most technologically advanced time in world history. What if we're not? What if they
yeah,
have something that we haven't even reinvented that they used back then? That could be because supposedly another theory is that these pyramids were power plants. That was another,
yes,
but that's I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but I
yeah.
mean we're
I
already in
mean,
it. We're already in it,
they
right?
yeah, they bring their ships and they charge up and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of people that joke about it, like on the not here, but like in other channels where they talk
Mhm.
about, oh yeah, this is like the trash planet. Like they, if we just think about their technology and what we have, it's nothing
Yeah.
comparable. And
Mhm.
so they say they just come over here like they're little rebellious guys, like little
Yeah.
rebellious
They're like,
aliens.
let's go to the ghetto, and they just
Yeah,
come
and they
over
come
here.
over here and they look around and mess with us and then they leave. But and like other people, like they say, like there's been a lot of people that claim to be abducted. And they say, you know, like we were taken into the ship and they did
Yeah.
experiments on us and they brought us back. I mean, do you think if we were to catch or have a alien being, we would do the same thing, right? Like we would experiment on it and try to find out what they're made of, what
Mm.
like their type of um oh, we have somebody else joining. Let me add them to the chat.
Okay. Come on down.
Hi Wig.
Hi.
Hey, girls.
How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you?
We're doing good. This is Eddie from A
What's
Trucker's
up, man?
Mind podcast.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, what's
I
happening,
was
home slice?
I was wanting to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about something you called the Yellow Brick Road earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be the same thing as the Bimini Wall?
I'm not too familiar with what you just said. Can you elaborate?
The Bimini Wall is located underwater someplace around the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, damn.
And they
Edgar Casey announced that that a remnant of Atlantis would surface a few years before they discovered it.
Mm.
really
Yeah,
so
I
they
don't.
think oh go
No, go
ahead.
ahead. You're good.
So
Oh,
Oh,
they
that's all. I was finished.
yeah.
oh, so they think that the this wall has something to do with Atlantis?
Yeah, um, and it's not an actual wall per se. When you look at it, it just looks like two long rows of these big ass square blocks, stone blocks that run along the ocean floor.
And
Yeah,
they've
that's
been
nuts. Great.
found.
And yeah, oh yeah, decades ago.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
Edgar K in one of the or some of the readings that he did, Edgar Casey identified it as a remnant of Atlantis.
What?
Yeah, that's
Because
nuts.
there was a big uh conspiracy about, I don't know if it's true, about Atlantis being over there in the Bermuda Triangle, especially like near the Bahamas, right? That's where they would say that it was located. And so, I mean, if they're starting to find things, or they have been finding things about it, I mean, there you go. It might be true. It might be that there was this civilization that had these, because they say that Atlantis had advanced technology that we
Hmm.
now couldn't comprehend or even get near. Um, but that kind of gets me to think about also these crafts that are people are claiming to see coming up from the water. So I mean, I don't know. That's
Yeah, there's one conspiracy theory that the cause of the Bermuda Triangle is that there is a sunken pyramid somewhere in that area that's like tilted off kilter, and because of the water and the energy coming from the top of the pyramid, it's created this odd shaped like vortex or
Right.
some.
Yeah, they mentioned in regards to they mentioned some type of vortex there because there's been a lot of planes and things that have just been missing.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they just, and it's like, and this is not a conspiracy theory. They just don't find these people. Like they
oh yeah.
don't find these ships. They don't find nothing. Things don't come popping up. They just disappear. That's that's
I
that's really
I've
happening.
heard all kinds of stories about stuff that's gone on around the triangle.
Yeah. What happened to that plane? Oh, how long ago was this?
Which
That
one?
yeah,
yeah, there's a lot.
it was a plane that came. It wasn't too long ago. Probably no more like 7, 8 years ago or something. It was a plane.
Oh,
Was it
the
Japan or China or something?
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Malaysia.
The
Oh,
Malaysia one.
They never
right.
found it, did they?
Not to my knowledge.
No, and it had
Yeah.
200 people in it.
Yep.
How do 200 people come up missing?
I know.
Look at
And
all
that's
all the technology we got. We our cell phones. We can use a cell phone to look into outer space. And you mean to tell me you can't find these damn people?
yeah, that's and I mean, what are the even like the theories on that? Because they were saying, oh, it fell in the ocean, but they couldn't really find anything in the ocean. I think they found some parts of an airplane, but I don't know if it was necessarily that airplane.
Yeah,
Um,
if you go in the ocean though, that's a good point too though. If something goes in the
yeah,
ocean, you might be done because, like I mentioned earlier, like 80% of it is undiscovered. So it's probably all kind of planes, ships, all kind of stuff underneath there, and we only could go so deep. I'm not sure how far we could go, but once we go deep enough, we start seeing. And not to mention, how transparent are they being with the public? If it was something that
Oh
was significant, they're not telling us.
no, they never will. It's
I
Yeah.
my theory is that if the governments of the world just and opened up with all the crazy shit that's going on, it would be absolute anarchy, if
It
for no
would.
other reason than it would challenge everyone's belief in God.
Yeah, we would run out of toilet paper for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that even with the disclosure, like the government admitting to UFOs, and them not knowing what it could be, even like recently, I think there was another briefing on the UFO. I guess that they have a program that they're trying to figure out what they are, and what threat do they pose to humanity or to like any crafts like airplanes, people that are flying up there. And people were saying that it was just like it was all a joke, like they were like trying to be on nonchalant about it, like nah,
Yeah.
it's not what you guys think, like stop, like kind of like stop tripping. So like even with that, I feel like if they were to come out and say, yeah, there is these crafts, people would kind of freak out, especially people that don't believe in it or people that are kind of like, like, I don't think
I
it's
think we're
true.
past it. I think we're past it. I
But
don't
that's,
think we care. I don't think we care anymore.
yeah.
We
And
care
I
more
think,
about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard than aliens because for many years, we've been knowing about these alien crafts and this and that, and people stop giving a damn. And the government knows it, and but
yeah.
I feel like certain things pop up to like now, what's this out now? Monkeypox. You heard about this?
Yes.
I haven't heard.
I've
Yeah,
seen it here and there, like in popping up on my feed, but I'm like,
yeah.
here we go again.
They oversaturate us with so much stuff that is not as serious as they say it is, and they throw so many curveballs at us that we stop caring and we put our attention elsewhere. So even if an alien came down and was like, "I'm an alien," we'd be like, "Man, stop playing." Like we wouldn't even care at this point.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get at too, because they're slowly but surely putting it out there, right? They're like,
Mhm.
oh, they're possibly, but not really. But hey, people have seen it. The military has seen it, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. And so I think people they're kind of slowly trying to like, okay, give us a little push,
Introduction.
yeah, of what's
Yeah.
coming. But
I think the aliens is frustrated with Biden right now because he can't remember where he at. So the aliens like, yo, we got to talk to somebody else.
I feel bad. Yeah, I don't know.
What's up with that guy, man?
I
Like,
don't know. I feel bad.
I'm
I'm
not,
like, oh,
I'm
pobrecito.
not really a political person like that, but like, come on, Joe. Like, you see what he did recently? He walked off. He addressed. I don't know. He addressed somebody, and then he walked off. He walked around. He turned around to shake a hand, but nobody was standing there. And then he just froze for like 5 seconds, and then he walked off. I'm like, dude, what's going on?
It's
What
because he's kind of like older too. So he's like, I feel bad.
Joe? Joe Biden is still running off Windows 97, man. They need to update this guy.
Aw.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like,
weird.
hey, have you seen they were making, I saw that they had like these, they were making fun of the Ukraine president. Remember how he had like all kinds of phones and like his
Oh
computers?
no, you're talking about
Oh,
yeah.
Putin. I think they
Yeah.
were
Oh,
talking
Putin.
about. Yeah, it was
What?
Putin. They had pictures of him in his office, and he had like all
Mhm.
kinds of phones, and like they had all these memes about it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, I don't know.
What was I about
Even
to
with
say?
like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, beach rock formations instead of ancient harbor, which I believe it's because the level was lower in ancient times. Yes,
Yeah,
and that's what we
definitely.
were talking about earlier.
Hmm.
That with how long has it been since climate has been changing, right? Like the
Oh,
glaciers are melting,
yeah.
the oceans are rising, and everything's like sinking. I mean, don't they say California is going to sink too? And so that's
I think it would have to be triggered. What was it the San Andreas fault or something like that?
yeah.
If that, if
And
yeah, go ahead.
we were talking about that with Wig last time. Remember Wig when we were talking about if we do have that
Yeah.
huge earthquake, it's I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like it's and we've been having shakes recently. Like there's
Yeah.
been like little earthquakes here and there. And so, but they said that we're long overdue for a big one.
Yeah,
And if that happens, then I think it's gonna be pretty deadly.
I think we have to stop being so cocky as people. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Uh-oh.
they're taking the dog out.
Well, I was gonna say the dog is already disagreeing with my statements. What's going on?
Yeah.
No, but I think we're really cocky because we take for granted that like at one time the dinosaurs was just chilling, drinking a Corona, and then a big ass meteor came and wiped them out. Or what do you call not a meteor, but a meteor, right?
Yeah, meteors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, meteor came and wiped them out, and they was
Or an
sipping.
asteroid or
Yeah, they was
Yeah.
chilling and sipping a Corona, and then the damn meteors came and wiped them out. So we're no different. At some point, we're gonna end. At some point, there's gonna be some cataclysmic event that wipes us out. and then we're just gonna be done. And then they're gonna be finding iPhones and fossils and BBLs and
Man.
everything.
That's crazy. But it's possible. I mean, even with like Japan when they had that big tsunaami, right?
Oh,
That
that was nuts.
it was crazy.
Yeah,
And
they have a lot of
you think
those.
about it. Yeah, you think about it like, oh, that couldn't happen, like, but it does happen. Like
Oh
Mother
yeah,
Nature will like
tsunamis are
check us out.
tsunamis are triggered by what? Earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if the earthquake doesn't take us, then the tsunami will. And
yeah.
that's scary.
No,
Like,
not true. Because I got a surfboard. Okay, so I don't know about
Oh,
y'all,
yeah,
but
that'll
I'm
save
right.
you.
I'm riding that wave.
hey, we're gonna have to. But Dad has a little boat. I think we'll be okay. But no, it happens, and even with like another
You,
one where I listened, Dark Waters. He's a YouTube
Mhm.
narrator. He has amazing stories. Great channel, and I listen to a lot of his content. But he has some stories about like Katrina and all that happened, and
Yeah, the
I
levees.
yeah, I think about it, and I'm like, that was here in the United States, and it was bad. Like, there was people dying, there was people getting
Yeah,
killed, there was a lot of, like, and I'm like, "Dude, like, it's kind of hard for me to fathom because it was so devastating, and there was people suffering, and it's like anytime like, things like that happen and
yeah,
could happen, and we
yeah,
kinda, like, put it on the back burner, but I
yeah.
don't
Two
know.
things are true though, which is absolutely terrible. It was, an event that's, is gonna people are gonna talk about it for quite some time. A lot of lives were lost in New
Yeah.
Orleans. But at certain places, I don't think we should be, especially places that we live below sea level. I just don't think that we were meant to be there. And if those levees ain't good and they break, then we're screwed. And I just don't know. It's just, I don't know if there's certain places we should be setting up shop.
Yeah, because are they below the sea level? Is that why, or they have the
That's
levees?
one of the reasons. Somebody can fact check me on
Mm.
that. We got Jamie from Joe Rogan's podcast somewhere around here to help me out.
Look it up, Jamie. Yeah, no,
That dude has the best job ever. He got the best.
yeah,
He
he
literally
does.
looks up shit on YouTube. No, not YouTube and Google during the podcast. That is Jamie's job.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll be like, man, and I don't know. It's just there's just so many things with the world that I'm just like, no, I don't want nothing to happen. Let's all be friends. Let's all get along. Let's not, even with like the wars, like it's just so sad. And like all these
Well,
videos that like surface of things that
Yeah.
the media depresses me. I try not to watch the news
you
because
gotta
I just,
you gotta unplug. You gotta decompress.
yeah,
That's what I do. I take the
I
news
need
for
to
what it is.
go. I tell Alan, I need to go to the mountains and we should go camp. And he's like, no, I don't like camping. There's bears.
Mhm.
He's like,
You know, imagine if you go to to go to the mountains to try to get away from everything, and an alien is there like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh no.
no, but not only aliens, like a Bigfoot can take you, like
A
Bigfoot,
cryptids, you
Bigfoot,
never
big,
know.
monkeys.
Bigfoot is not that big of. It's not that hard to believe. Like I don't like to get too conspiratorial into Bigfoot and all these conversations.
It's
But it's
okay,
just
you can.
no, but it's just a primate. All Bigfoot is a primate. So it's not like it's that hard to believe. He's like a
Right,
big.
yeah.
He's just a big thing, just moving through, and he's hairy. I don't know. That's not that hard to believe. At one time,
Yeah.
the dinosaurs existed. So why is it so hard to believe that Bigfoot's a thing? The same way, I want to jump all over the place. But when we were talking about pyramids earlier, they have these huge, giant figures in hieroglyphics, giant figures,
Yes, they
and
do.
people are like, I guess what do they call them? Not monogloids or whatever. I can't remember what they called these people. They were
What do they call them? Wig? I think Wig knows.
Oh,
They're in the Bible.
monolith. Is that it?
not a
You know,
monolith, but it's something.
I know the word you're thinking of, and I
Yeah.
just said it before you said that.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I thought about it too. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but like a lot of people try to dispel the idea.
Oh, the
of giants.
Nephilim.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah, the Nephilim.
No, that's
Oh,
the
No?
descendants of the
yeah,
angels.
yeah.
Oh,
They call them
no.
something managloids or something like that. But to make a long story short, people want to dispel the
You're
idea of
talking
giant.
about these things.
What's that?
The
What is
monolith.
that?
Yeah, those are like the
Well,
remember?
I'm talking about giant people.
Oh,
No, like actual giants.
oh,
Like
all
I,
right.
Yeah, they
yeah,
have
people.
Okay.
Yeah, people
yeah,
want
and
to
I
dispel the idea of giants, but like the reason why I don't have to get conspiratorial is because in the Bible, there's a story of David and Goliath. Goliath was a giant, and
yeah.
there actually have been bones found of people who were like 15 feet tall. I don't know if I think 12 foot is the biggest bones they found. So it's like
Well, there have
to
been bones of giants found here in America, all over the country.
yeah,
Um, what was that one place? Lovelock Cave, somewhere. I think it's
Oh,
somewhere in Texas. I don't remember. And there's been giant bones found in different places around the country.
yeah.
The problem is they generally get sent to the Smithsonian, and then, well, they never arrived. We don't know what you're talking about.
that's
We don't have
Yeah.
crazy.
anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, more specifically to those times, like, why is it so hard to believe that giants existed? Like, and then they also found another, and they have actual bones. I just want, if anybody in the chat, just proof check everything I'm saying. They found bones of like almost it looked like an alien, but it's real bones, and it's basically it has three fingers, right? Three long fingers and a long curved spine and these long feet. And they found multiple bones buried of these uh, creatures slash whatever they are. Like this is the real thing.
That's
This is the real thing. I
that's
just
I
I
have
hate
crazy.
I
yeah, I
hadn't
hate
heard
that
of
I
that
don't know
one, but
the
I don't
oh
doubt it.
yeah. I hate that I don't know the specific like wording or like nomenclature, but yeah, these things actually existed. I don't have to, turn into
Yeah.
Alex Jones here.
That's crazy. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, because and a lot of people are always saying like we were talking about that last week with Paranormal Highway, how they were talking about the Bigfoot, and they were saying,
Mhm.
well, people that don't believe in it, like they were saying, like, well, where's the body? Where's the bones? How come there's no like, we don't find any bones of them? And he's like, well, he brought up a good point because he was saying, well, when do you really find bones of any animals when you go out like to the forest? Like you don't because everything gets either you know, eaten by other animals or it gets like,
True.
over like buried or something. I don't know. And so I was thinking
True.
about that and I was like, that's so true. Like, you know, but like you said, I
Yeah.
think it's definitely possible that there is um these creatures out there and they know how to hide, they know how to blend. I mean, that's their natural habitat. That's where they live. And they know how
Mhm.
to stay away from humanity because what do humans do if they see them? I mean, it's not like it's going to be anything good. And they've had any good
Mhm.
experiences with humans because we want to like basically kill everything we see that we don't know, right?
We want to
And
kill
so,
everything. We
yeah.
want to kill aliens, Mexican pizzas, everything.
I know you wanted to talk about that. So with Taco Bell, I know that you were talking about the Mexican pizza. I don't think I've ever had it, to be honest.
It- for
Like,
me, it's terrible. I think it's comprised of two shells, deep fried, with a spoonful of beans, a spoonful of meat, and chopped up tomatoes. And people are going crazy over that. People gonna start dropping like flies from eating them pizzas. I'm telling you right now. We're going in the next like 3,000 years, you're gonna find somebody dead with a Mexican pizza just chilling, fossilized a fossilized pizza with a person just dead.
well, I can't believe how the guy Lockbeard is trashing Paul.
Is he still on that kick? Vote will not be pleased.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hmm.
Yeah,
Who's Lockbeard?
Lockbeard.
I don't know who that is. I have to
Oh,
like.
this is like a piece of gutter trash that was giving Vault a bunch of trouble a little while back.
Um,
What is
Or
that?
not trouble. He's got another podcast. Or wait a minute, you talking about Vault or Lockbeard?
no, Lockbeard. Like I don't know who
No, I
that. I
mean
don't know.
Eddie. Eddie said, "Who's that?"
I don't even
Oh,
know what y'all talking about.
yeah. It's like
Okay, The Vault is the Vault of Nightmares. He has a podcast that I
Okay.
Yeah, he's been on
and
our show too.
for a while he was getting a little static from this piece of work called Lockbeard. Lockbeard is like a third-rate wannabe. He's not even good enough to be a wannabe.
He just pushes back on everything people say. Is that what it is?
He
Yeah.
runs around and tries to act like a big noise, and he's debunking this and that, and he's static.
Yeah. Ah, that's
But
annoying. People like there's, believe it or not, Eddie, there's drama on YouTube. Like
I'm not in
there's
the. I'm not in the middle of none of that. I don't want no
I know.
static with nobody.
I know.
I
It
just want everybody to
happens,
be. I want everybody to be peaceful. Just enjoy your Mexican pizza, and I'll be in my own lane over here. Okay.
yeah. So this is the channel I was telling you about, Dark Waters, where he talks about like different, like amazing, like he has super scary stories and interesting stories. So hey, Dark Waters.
Hi, Dark Waters.
And then we have that's Taco Bell had the
In my
the
opinion,
gordita.
right? I think that's
Yeah.
what
That the gordita was fire though. It was good, but I kind of got to push back on that. One of the last best things they had was the double decker taco. That was fire because it gave
yes,
you. It had a see how enthusiastic he was. See what I'm saying?
I loved those things. That was what I got every time was the
Yeah.
double decker taco.
Yeah, because you felt like you was. You
All
felt
of a
like you was
sudden, I
killing.
can't get them in the places here
Nope.
around where I'm at.
You
Oh,
you feel like you stealing because they give you a soft tortilla with beans and then a crunchy taco with meat in it and lettuce. So you got a swollen taco. That's all it is. And when
Well,
you
and
pour, like
it's like
if you
it
pour a double
crunches.
decker taco,
It's a
yeah, and
soft
it
shell
crunches.
taco that crunches.
Yeah,
You don't have it falling all over you.
that's
you have a
cool.
very it's a very euphoric feeling when you bite into that
Yes,
taco and it's soft and crunchy. It's
yes.
just yeah, it's like a left hook for Mike Tyson, but it's in a taco form.
I just eat the crunchy tacos. Like I like those, but Alan's like, my husband's like, no, why do you like to go there? That place is like not even like real food. I was like,
It's not.
but
It's
it's
not real
good.
food.
He's like,
You
I'm
like
like,
it?
it's so, I like it. I like the tacos. I go
Ooh,
there. And
I
he's just
got.
like, why are you eating that? But
I only mess with the chalupas there. That's all I really mess with. If I do go there, I mess with the chicken chalupas or the what's it, the nacho cheese chalupa. Oh, those is fire. Everything else I don't mess with it.
yeah,
I don't do it.
well,
Back in the day,
I've had my
they had
fair
an
share of. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the thing that kills me about the double decker is that they still got all the stuff to make them.
Oh, they do. Yeah, you're
They've
right.
got the regular shell, they've got the soft shell, they've got all the goodies, they've got the refried beans. Just put the damn things together and charge me for two.
Wig really wants
You
that
sir, you sir sound like a difficult customer.
Wig's like, I don't want this. I don't want
But
that.
I know what I like and what I want, and what I wanted. I want it.
There you
I'll
go.
tell you.
See?
This guy's gonna call the manager. I know for a fact. They're like, let me speak to the manager back there.
let me tell you, I wrote The Office over Popeyes.
What happened there?
Really?
I went to Popeyes Chicken one time, and it was just a stain. They gave me the wrong kind of chicken. I was overcharged.
Wow.
And hungry, so I paid it. But anyway,
You need to
never
go to
never settle for
Chick-fil-A.
less, man. Never settle for less, man.
No.
Hey, anyway, I get home and find out how badly my order has been screwed up.
I hate
And
that.
I thought, oh, this is not going to stand. And I got on the computer and I contacted the home office or whoever it was. And I sent them a little email telling them just exactly how I felt. And if the management didn't improve over this establishment, then it was not going to survive.
Wow. You know what? I could only imagine. I could only imagine how outraged you were by having a
Yeah.
bad order. But to make it even like to put a little comedic spin on it is like you was typing and you had grease on your fingers, so he was just gliding on the keyboard.
Hey, I'm telling you, do not get between a fat man and his food.
No,
Man,
That's just a
you
mistake.
need to go to Chick-fil-A, Wig.
Chick-fil-A has good service.
Chick-fil-A is overrated.
I won't go to Chick-fil-A for one simple reason. They have very homophobic policies.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like a Christian-based company, but I guess
Yes.
embedded within, like Christian belief. They don't
even open on Sunday.
Yeah, they don't open on Sunday. But for me, there was a Pete Buttigieg who was running for president, who happens to be gay. He made a statement that was gold. He said, I don't agree with their policy, or no, I don't agree with their beliefs, but I love their chicken.
And there's another thing. Now I realize that the name of the establishment is Chick-fil-A. But why can't I go to a damn chicken joint and not get a chicken leg?
Oh, they don't have chicken
All I
legs.
want
You're right.
is a piece of chicken that's still got the bone on it.
Oh, I didn't
Give
know.
me a good solid thigh and a leg.
Wow. Yeah, you might want to go back to Popeyes for that.
Yeah, Popeyes.
Yeah.
I like their sandwiches. I tried that. Remember how they had that sandwich from KFC and then they had the one from Popeyes, and they were kind of like going back and forth. So I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna try it.
They had a low-key chicken war for a little bit.
Yeah, they did. And I was
they
like,
had a
I'm gonna
chicken
try
war.
both of them and I'm gonna judge this war. And so I mean they tasted the same to me. I was like, but they were pretty. I was like, they're both good.
So you had them both? You had them both like on the same day?
One, and I was like, trying
so
both of them.
I have a question. From 1 to 10, how sick did you get?
You know what? My stomach was burning.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of the Popeyes one that got me a little bit more like I had bad heartburn from it. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. So I haven't had one since.
The chicken at Popeyes be tasting sometimes like the chicken was scared. Like, don't do it, and then they just put it in the fryer.
It says Taco Bell symbol is a reptilian eye. That's crazy. When I hear
I've
Taco
seen
Bell,
that before. There's a lot of these
Taco Bell.
There's a lot of fast food establishments or places that you can find hidden pictures in their logo.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chicken.
I didn't even know that.
They're
Yeah,
deluxe.
you can find
It's pretty
compilations about it on YouTube.
Yeah, Popeye chicken sandwich is good, but I prefer McDonald's deluxe chicken sandwich. Yeah, I mean, hey, you just at some point you just got to decide, which one has the least amount of chemicals in it, and then you'll be able to eat that.
You know what ruined it for me? This TikToker, he buys like fast food and he like puts it under a microscope.
On the microscope, and he found rubber or plastic in the nuggets.
I was like, are you kidding? And I showed it to my son. I was like, hopefully he won't want chicken nuggets anymore. This is gross. And he's like, that's weird, but I'll still eat it. I was like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, they definitely got plastic in them, but they taste fire. I would eat them.
With ranch and ketchup?
I would put so much sauce on it that it would kind of like overtake the rubber inside the nugget. I'd be like, you know what? There's only one way to counteract this plastic in these nuggets, and that's to put more sauce on it.
That's crazy. And then you get
Frank's Red
stuff in
Hot
your
on
eating.
everything.
Yes.
Frank's Red Hot. Hey, are you guys familiar with a movie called Demolition Man? They had Sylvester Stallone in it for a long time. Okay,
Seen it half a dozen times.
Yeah, in that movie, I guess because he was frozen and they unfroze him in the future, every restaurant was Taco Bell. Taco Bell had taken over everything.
Yes,
remember that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I really hope that never happens. I'm not trying to be stuck with the only thing I can eat is Mexican pizzas. I'll probably be very sick, man.
Oh man. So what about In-N-Out? Do you guys like In-N-Out? I don't know. Wig, do you guys have an In-N-Out?
We don't have them in my area.
Oh, wait.
Don't underestimate the
I'm-
power of our stomach acids.
I'm over here in the Corn Belt. I'm in Illinois.
Oh.
man. So is In-N-Out just in California?
No,
They
it's
have one
in
in
Texas.
Vegas.
Texas
Oh, they
too.
have some in
Texas
Texas.
and a couple of places, yeah. In-N-Out overrated. And them fries is terrible.
We order our fries with no salt, so they taste better.
Them
Oh,
fries is
I
nasty.
have got a horror story for you.
No.
I saw this thing on YouTube one time. It was about French fries. Somebody went to like a half a dozen different fast food joints
Mhm.
and got French fries, stuck them in a jar or from each and labeled them which ones came from where, just to see how long it took before they went bad, like molded or whatever. After a month, the ones from McDonald's had never changed. I mean, they like shrunk a little, but other than looking cold, they didn't change. It was just disgusting, and I still can't stop eating them.
Mm-hmm. But did you hear recently they found like I think an original like in McDonald's, I guess, meal in somebody's wall in their home, and it
Oh,
was
and it was
like from the
still
like
90s
I
or
don't know,
something.
like yeah, it was like old, and it still had like food in it, and like the fries were like pretty, they were
Well
pretty
preserved.
looking good. And I was like, this is crazy.
You know
Like,
what? You know what? I'm gonna put everybody on blast here. How many times have you been cleaning out your car and then you start cleaning it, and you start finding fries in there?
Always. Every time I clean out my car, I am a pig.
Yeah.
This is a simple fact of nature. I am a slob.
I'm not gonna
you
agree
know
with
what?
that.
You know what? Like, fries are everywhere. Like, even, I mean, sometimes I find them in my shirt, I'll find them in my
Whoa.
shoes. But my kids, like, car seats hold, like, I don't know. I think they make them that way to where they hold all kinds of food. Like, you will take those things apart and, like, all kinds of food comes out of them. Like, it's
Have you
insane.
have you spoken to a specialist about your French fry addiction?
No, I have not, but my doctor said I'm not going to tell you to eat healthy because I know you're not going to do it. He was just like, whatever. Like, just
Call 1-800-FRIES.
here's some medication for you. There you go. You can leave my office. But
Medication? Why?
yeah, he's just like, here, take some medication for pain. Here, there you go. Bye. So I was like,
Oh
okay,
man.
whatever. But it's okay. I got my fries.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with my fries and my burger, and we're good to go.
There's a place where you guys are you guys in Bakersfield right now, or where you at? Where you at?
Kind of, sort of, like we're in Central California.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
like to give out our coordinates because,
Oh, okay.
we're on YouTube.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Well, ain't nobody gonna find me.
That keeps
I-
her mysterious.
yes,
yeah.
She's a woman of mystery.
yes,
Yeah.
we
Why?
are.
Eileen's
I-
just damn shy.
Right now, I'm in
Yes,
a
I still
cave.
see you sitting back there.
I'm currently my coordinates. I'm in a cave with my butler Alfred right now.
Okay, so you're the Batman.
I'm the black man.
That was painful.
Hey, that was a good one though.
Yeah, I was setting that one up. I was setting it up. I was waiting for somebody to pick up on it.
You're the Batman.
Yeah, but the In-N-Out, those lines, they need to change the name of that restaurant. It's not In-N-Out is a lie. They should call it You Gonna Be Here for a Minute.
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
You waiting in that line, and then the burgers are okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give them like a 6.5. Like that's an all right burger,
What, In-N-Out? 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. But them fries taste like them fries taste like domestic violence. I'm not eating them fries.
Now, is this the place that you can get a burger with peanut butter on it?
Oh no.
Wait, there's a place where you can get a burger with peanut butter?
It's
I didn't know.
the way I
Okay.
remember hearing it. Some place has got like one of their signature burgers has got peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's this
I've heard
place
that.
in Santa Monica where it's called Burger Lounge, and
Mhm.
it's amazing. I've only had it once, but that's all it took. And they cook like their meat is like 100% grass fed, and they have like it's like super healthy food,
That
you
don't mean nothing.
know, but they cook
Grass
the
fed don't.
fries.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I
Sorry.
was saying they cook the fries with like peanut butter oil, and it's so good. And I was like, can you, I even like, I got on the computer, right? And I
Mhm.
was like, can you guys, I sent like corporate a message, and I was like, can you guys open one in Bakersfield, or like anywhere around Central California? And they're like, nah, we're good. I was like, that's messed up. Like, why? But yeah.
Um, two things. It's actually peanut oil because
Oh yeah,
peanut butter.
peanut. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Peanut. Because that's what
Yeah.
we did the turkey
Can't.
with too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that. I lost what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Damn it! I was cutting you off and I lost my train of thought. But what was up? Go ahead.
No, I was thinking like I think it was about the burgers that you were rating the burgers.
Oh yeah, no, I gave him a 6.5, and the fries is real bad. But it's a place out. It's a place in out here called Ortega's. They make some bomb ass burgers there. Burgers big too. It's legit. Yeah,
Really?
a double patty will leave you incapacitated. Like for real. Like you'll be laying on the couch like.
Well, in Vegas, don't they have that huge burger that like you can if you eat, I don't know, you can get it for free. I don't know what it is, but it's like a burger place and it's like insane, like I think like super huge.
Yeah, but they make you sign a waiver too in case your ass die. I'm not trying to eat a burger that's gonna take my life. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, like those waivers have, things in them to where one, especially if it's super spicy, they don't know if you got a food allergy or whatever. So the liability is on you if you eat it.
That's scary.
It's people that go to the hospital with these food challenges.
That's scary.
Yeah, that might be the last. But that might be the last big sandwich you ever eat, sir.
There's a few restaurants around the country that have got that kind of a giant food thing that they do. There's one place that has a burger they call the Heart Attack.
Yeah, Heart Attack Grill. That's in Vegas.
Okay.
That's crazy. Yeah, no.
What does this say? Shout out to James. Donnie sounds like a night when I used to drink. Would sometimes mix Jose Curvy with Jack Daniels and a touch of cola.
It's because did you read Donnie's? Like it was so funny.
Woke up apartment floor naked, uncovered in French fries and ketchup with no memory the night before. It had been my birthday. It sounded like you was hanging out with Ronald McDonald.
That's
He had
fun.
he left.
Sounds like a fun night.
He had his clown suit on and everything.
That's so funny.
Hey, clown sex is a thing.
Out there.
Weren't you guys talking about that last time, Wig? With Beth and Truth? Weren't you guys talking about like something with clowns?
Oh, I mentioned they got to talking about how, or Bass got to talking about how he can't stand clowns, and I said something about even ICP.
What is that?
Insane Clown Posse. It's
a
band.
Oh yeah, I know Insane Clown Posse. I was like, sometimes I don't be knowing what these what do you call it? These abbreviations mean.
Yeah. No,
that's the group that the followers call themselves
Juggalos.
Juggalettes.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of clowns. I don't know how it started, but yeah, I can't. I'm like, they creep me out. Even like the little party ones. Like there used to be one at the mall, like that used to do little balloons and stuff. I'm okay.
You don't like clowns?
No, I do
Started
not.
with it.
Yeah, it started with it. Yes, my sister, my older sister, she would always play scary movies for us, and she would creep us the flip out every night because she loves that stuff. And then one time she rented it, and that was it for me. I was like,
I'm I'm gonna tell you what scared the hell out of me because I was born in '85, so I was mid '80s. And when I was a little kid at Chuck E. Cheese, they used to have this robotic rat, like the big rat from Chuck E. Cheese, but it was a robot, and it would be like doing these movements and shit, like going like this, and it'd be like, "All right, kids, how you doing, kids?" And it would scare the hell out of me.
that's
Anybody around
crazy.
my age, like ask Cisco, because I think I'm only a year older than Cisco. So
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure Cisco remembers that big rat at Chuck E. Cheese that was robot, and his eyes would be like tripping, and I'd
I
be
think they
like,
still have those.
no way.
Yes, I think they still have the robot. They have like a
No,
little, like,
not really, because now a little the freaking Little Caesars pizza, not Little Caesars, but what did I just say? Damn it,
Chuck E.
uh,
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese, excuse me. The Chuck E. Cheese rat now he like progressive. He wearing skinny jeans and shit now. Like he not the same.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
the same
because
old rat.
she used to be afraid of Chuck E. Cheese. The guy that would like dress up and he would come out and say hi to all the kids. She would be
Oh,
terrified. She would scream and she'd let's go home. Like this is crazy. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
why you
Yeah.
putting her on blast like that?
Come on,
No.
Eileen. Share, Eileen. Don't be
I know.
shy.
I know. I barely remembered that until you brought it up.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't the robotic one. It was the actual guy
Yeah.
dressed up. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Do
Mhm.
either of you remember a pizza joint called Shakey's
Yeah.
with the robot bears?
Oh, they had robot bears?
They
Mhm.
had
Because they have
they had these big 6.5, 7-foot robot bears that they were like a hillbilly band.
I think I remember that, man.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think
do.
something about that. But I don't know. I don't know what's up with these robots and kids. Like they used to be scary. All of them used to be scary.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't give a damn. Look, they wasn't trying to pay real people to put these suits on, so they just put a robot in it. That's all it was. They're like, we're not about to pay these people part-time money to put these suits on, so let's just get a robot.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But
man.
now, okay, now like I was looking up like little party things, right? For like my kids' birthdays and stuff. And they have these characters like Sonic and they have like what is it? Super Mario, and it's these guys that dress up and they come over to your house. Let's not, I mean, that's not talking about like the Avengers. You can rent the Avengers and they'll come to
Wow.
your house.
Really?
But they were charging like 150 an hour. I was
That's
like,
cheap. That's cheap for the Avengers, for all of them?
no. For one character, 150 an hour for like if you
Damn.
wanted like Sonic, you know?
If you're
And I was
trying to
like,
turn up, just get I say just get Thor and then get Spider-Man. Get them for like 3 hours.
and I was like, where can I sign up so I can wear these costumes and get paid 150 an hour? I'm so down.
But you'll be the most little Spider-Man ever though. They know that
I
they
don't care, man. I don't care. I'll be whatever. I'll be Aquaman. I don't care.
they'll be
But
like, yo,
no, but it's yeah, the Avengers is definitely fun. Like I think we had like a little mini con, like a Comic
Oh,
Con,
yeah.
and we
oh,
went and they
okay.
had all the Avengers and everybody, and I was like, this is so cool. Like I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like so excited. My
They
kids
would have
didn't
to
even
oh, go
care.
ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I was
They
gonna.
would have to make the Avengers characters more true to life, like more true to if it's the Hulk, I'd pay 150 now. Yeah, but he got to be a real Hulk though. He got to be big. You can't be no 5'8" Hulk, man. You got to be like 6'8".
5'8".
I'm not paying you 150 an hour to be little. If I'm bigger than you, dog, like I'm not paying you to watch to entertain my kids. I'll put the damn suit on myself.
Do
Okay,
you remember?
would you pay 150 for Mystique from the
Uh,
X-Men?
I mean, I wouldn't want
Yeah,
to
he
ride.
would. Yes, he
We're
would.
talking
Well,
about
hold
a
on,
chick
hold
walking
Did you
up,
see
around
that?
hold
playing
up,
blue naked.
He
hold up,
hesitated.
hold up. That's more or less for adults. I wouldn't have that around my kids. If-
We
I
didn't
wouldn't have
say
that around
we
my.
were. We
Hey,
didn't say the kids were coming. I just
hey,
said, would
kids.
you pay for it?
Yeah,
I
he would.
mean, 150 though. I don't know about that.
Well,
I
how much do like strippers charge? Like
I
for
don't
like
know. I heard.
you don't know?
I don't know. I don't go to strip clubs, but I heard strippers out here using NFTs and stuff now.
What's NFTs?
Non-fungible token. You know what an NFT is? It's all over the
Uh-uh.
place. Yeah,
No.
NFT. NFT is it's basically just digital currency, or
So like
I guess
Bitcoin?
yeah, almost, but not
Mm.
really. It's a non-fungible token, which means it's a one of one, and you actually put the value on uh what's in, I guess, in the with the blockchain, I guess you could say.
Oh.
Yeah, NFTs. Look into it.
No,
I don't.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I was asking because like if you get one for like a bachelor party or a bachelorette party, like what's the price range? I don't know. Like that's what I was asking.
I ain't
'Cause
paying for no. I don't pay for strippers.
oh,
I know truck drivers get a
that's
bad
good.
name for doing stuff like that, but I just can't do it. I actually I take women on dates. I don't pay no stripper for that. I work too hard to spend all my money on strippers. I know dudes that do
Yeah.
that though. I know
Yeah, it's
dudes that
expensive.
really, yeah, they
That's
be
what I'm
out there,
saying.
yeah, and they be like, oh man, my phone bill is due. I was like, yo, well, you had your dumb ass at the strip club spending all that money. Is he okay down there?
Hey,
Is
can I
he
get
okay?
my money back?
You good down there, man? He was choking.
Oh, I smoke furiously, so I
Oh,
talk.
Yeah.
oh, oh, okay. I don't want to be
75.
up here. I don't want to be up here laughing and giggling and with 75 for Daredevil. Yeah. You don't the Daredevil, you don't want him there. 20 for Jubilee. You don't want the Daredevil there. He blind. He gonna be walking in the shit. You paying him $75 an hour.
Yeah, but Daredevil's got that thing going where
The
he's got that
Punisher would be so
bat-like
cool.
sonar.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
yeah. Yeah. But but you gotta think about it. If you paying somebody to be the Daredevil and they got their face covered up like that, they can't see. Hey yo, have y'all seen that Spider-Man one recently where the dude did a backflip and hit his head?
Yes, it's so
I don't think I've
sad.
seen that.
I wish I can bring it
Yeah.
up. But
Oh man.
they rented like a Spider-Man and he was like doing like a backflip or something
And he hit his
and he
head.
landed on
Boom.
his face
They're asking him how much for the dude in the wheelchair.
and he knocked out. Like he got knocked out.
Professor X, is that
They don't even know his name. Let's go. Dude in a wheelchair.
Professor X.
That'll be messed up. That'll be messed up if somebody dress up as Professor X and then he come, you rent and you pay for him and he like, hey, anybody got some change? You'd be like, I paid the wrong person. Pay this guy to ask me for change. What the hell? Five Guys is a place for French fries. Yummy. The burgers are good, but the FF are. Five Guys is
I bet
Five
that's
Guys.
the place with the peanut butter burger.
No, not
There
Five
is
Guys.
five.
Five Guys need to change their name to Three Guys because they ain't that great.
You know what? Five Guys is very expensive.
It
Well, at
is.
least here in California, like
Yes.
I bought a burger, I think and fries, and I think I paid like almost $18 or something crazy. With the
Yeah.
drink, I was like, why? I can't, I have to like work to pay for this. Like I can't, you
Yeah.
can't do the one income thing.
Yeah. You taking out the percentage of my paycheck to pay for a cheeseburger. Y'all tripping. Jurassic World Dominion June
Dominion.
18th.
I want to go watch that.
Oh, that's right.
It
It's a
comes
new one
with
coming out.
Magneto, $90.
90
Nice.
it comes with Magneto.
Yo, you know what? I don't like what they did with some of these characters. Like they got Magneto old as hell. Magneto out there looking like Joe Biden, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Magneto was old.
I mean,
Was
but
he?
in the
comic?
comic book, he was still kind of buff, and he might have been in the comic book maybe like late 40s or 50. But in the movie, they got Magneto looking like he is in a retirement
Yeah.
home.
My grandpa?
Hey, Grandpa?
Well,
Yeah,
look at what they did with Wolverine. In the comic
Yeah.
books, Wolverine was short, and they
was
cast.
he?
Yeah,
that's true. He was.
he was like a fire plug. He was
He's
just
like-
short and blocky,
Yeah,
and they had Hugh Jackman playing him.
that's true.
When
But-
they
but-
did, when they did Ghost Rider, who did they cast? Nick
Yeah,
Cage.
he is a good one.
Okay,
Nicolas
Ghost Rider-
Cage is
Johnny
terrible.
Blaze
actor.
was blonde. Nick Cage is not blonde.
Yeah.
They did the same shit with Lestat. in Vampire Interview with the Vampire. When they cast Tom Cruise or whoever the hell it was, they made him blonde. The character in the book was not blonde.
Yeah, I think my biggest upset ever in a movie ever is Bane. Are you guys familiar with Bane?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bane was played by, what's that dude? Something Hardy?
Yeah. What's his name?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, like 5'8". In the comic books, Bane was like 6'10" or something. He was huge.
Some kind of an automaton, yeah.
It was a massive guy, but then they put that mask on his face, and he sounded like he was chewing food while he was talking.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
I didn't even know about Bane until that I watched the movie. I was like, oh, yeah, like that's. But it was a pretty cool like character.
Hugh Jackman should have played Cyclops. Tom Hardy would have played Wolverine. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but if Hugh Jackman had played Cyclops, they wouldn't have had that great nude scene.
No comment.
There was? When he came out of the water?
Yes.
Okay,
oh my God. Be still my heart.
Do you remember, Wig? The everybody would go crazy for the Lenny Kravitz video where he would come out nude too, like, but it was just like his back.
Lenny Kravitz never caught my interest.
Mm. Well, a lot of people, I remember, I was younger, but I remember my cousins would be like, oh, Lenny Kravitz, oh, let's watch that video. And I'll be like, okay, like, I don't know.
They'd be like, what?
He looks like the kind of guy that would have a donkey for a daddy, if you catch my drift. But no, he just never caught my interest.
Yeah. No, but I mean, anywho.
How about them Dodgers?
No, I don't know. Like, it's just.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Here it goes. No. Oh.
Later, everyone.
James,
It's been fun.
Bye, James. Thanks.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
I'm sorry, Gloria. I'll rein it back
No, you're
in.
fine. Hello, Batman. See, the new Batman. I always liked the Christian Bale. Christian Bale was
good.
Yeah, I liked him as a Batman. People like the original. Like, I don't know his name.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton was the original. People liked him.
But I liked the Christian Bale one. Like, that was my favorite one.
Christian Bale was cool, but he was a little bit OD with that voice. He was like, we gotta get over there. It's like, did Batman have a sinus problem or something? What the hell?
Yeah. But I don't like this new Batman. I don't know. Like Robert Pattinson, like, I don't know. He did good. He did all right.
He did all right, but
he did good.
He said
Bane said that. Hello, Batman. Aw, Julie. All right. Well, thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. But
take care.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna be closing it down here soon, guys, because I think everybody's got stuff to do. It's a Saturday night and people are gonna go party. I really wanted to go see Snoop Dogg. He's coming. He was gonna be here in town. And I was like, I really want to go. But nobody wanted to go with me. So I was like, all right. Guess I have to miss it.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was missing y'all. He's like, oh man, where they at?
Yeah, like I was like, oh man. It seemed like it was gonna be a fun show, but we couldn't make it, unfortunately. But yeah, are you guys doing anything this weekend?
I have things set up perfectly. When I don't have plans, then I'm able to, entertain other things, or I just relax because I'm always at work. So since I'm at work, I like to enjoy the place that I live in. So
that's good. Yeah, because you're out.
Yeah,
you're always driving, and then like because you haul gas, right? That's what you were saying. Isn't that like one of the most like dangerous like
Oh,
things you
definitely.
like that's scary.
Yeah, I drive a bomb for a living. Yes, that is very dangerous.
Wow.
Yes, I
And,
but
and you know, there's
Props to
crazy,
you.
yeah,
yeah,
crazy drivers out there, dude. Like,
Mhm.
ugh. But the good thing is that it's like not overnight. Like you just go and then it's like a
So
day
how
during
long
the
have
day.
you had a death wish?
hey, he said Steven Seagal should have played Batman. I don't know. I don't know about that. Steven
Steven
Seagal was,
Seagal is short.
yeah, but
Is he?
no, not
Yeah.
really. He's actually like 6'2". He just got a big stomach, but I
I
don't think.
heard I heard Seagal was like about 5'9", 5'10".
No, I think he's taller than that, but he ain't gonna fit in that bat suit.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I like Adam West, but yeah, no real plans right now. I'm just enjoy my weekend, chill. Might maybe something to eat. That's really it
Some
right
like
now.
you're gonna go get that Taco Bell.
No, I don't. I mean, I may do it. I do a dangerous job, but I don't look for danger like that.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty dangerous. It's a gamble out there.
Yeah, that's a dice roll. You asking me? Do I want to choose between peace or being stuck on the toilet? So I'm gonna have to pass on the Mexican pizza,
Mm,
man.
well, so get some pizza. There's some yummy pizzas. We love the pizza from there's this place called Firehouse, and it's
Uh,
like amazing.
Firehouse. Oh, which
Firehouse. There's
Firehouse.
it's called no, it's called Firehouse.
Tony's fire.
Tony's Firehouse.
Oh, no,
They have
I ain't heard of it.
amazing pizza.
I heard of Tony's, but not Tony's Firehouse.
Is it Firehouse? Tony's Firehouse? Yeah. But yeah, they have amazing pizzas there. We love it there.
That's real.
But yeah. And what about you, Wig? Any plans?
Yeah. I plan to pick up the apartment. There's an inspection. They
Okay.
go around once a year and inspect all the apartments in the building, and so I'm gonna pick up the apartment so I don't get
Yeah.
slapped on the wrist over it.
So they do like checkups, and if it's not like the way they want it, they'll like fine you or something, or what do they do?
Oh no, they'll just tell me you're a filthy nasty pig. Clean this place
Mm,
up. But the
man.
inspection is to make sure that like all the doors are solid and
Okay.
there's no plumbing leaks and the screens on the window are all intact. That kind of
Ain't
stuff.
no Popeye's chicken crumbs.
Right. No moldy burgers in the corner.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
All
I
right. Well,
appreciate y'all, man.
thank you. Yeah, we're gonna close it down, but thank you everybody that showed up, and I know that Chasing the Truth with Sean Graham is going to be coming on, I think, here soon at 6 o'clock. So if anybody wants to go over there and check him out. But yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Eddie, for coming on.
No problem. Appreciate you.
And Wig.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.